Hey guys, Jeremy here from How To Hockey. In this video, I'm talking about alternatives to hockey tape. Instead of trying to do a really long video talking about every single product here, what I'm going to do is break it up into a series. So in this first video, I'm going to talk about every single product that we have just briefly. I'm also going to talk about sort of what's wrong with hockey tape or why you might want to try a grip instead of the same old hockey tape that people have been using for years. So first, I'm going to talk about the products we have here. You may not have known this, but there's a variety of different products that you can use instead of hockey tape. One of the most popular ones is probably the butt ends right here. So I'm going to take this out of the packaging. This is the butt ends. It's flexible, it's rubbery, it's got that nice kind of grip feel to it, and it comes in a variety of different styles. So this one has the twirl going all the way down it, and it's got kind of like a half knob right there on top. And they're always developing different varieties and styles and colors as well. So there's a lot of variation that you can get in this. What I noticed with the butt ends is they do really intricate designs and really put a lot of thought and design into the product design of it. It has a nice feel to it, and I'll talk more about that in the video when I do the full review. These are the Russian grips. I believe they ship out of Russia. I'd say their closest competitor to the butt ends. They have more simple designs. So this one just sort of looks like the tape. Nice thing is you can customize it. So you can see I got my name and number right there. Pretty basic, just like printed on there. They have that silicone feel to them. So it's a bit grippy, but also like a little bit smooth and slippery, I guess you could say. And they seem a little bit thinner than the butt ends. So durability, I'm not too sure about, but we'll test that in the review. This one is the Torch. Out of all the grips, this one interests me the most because it has the most unique design. The butt ends and the Russian grips, they go over the shaft. This one goes inside. So that could have a bit of an effect on how you flex the stick and get that leverage. What I think is really interesting is the shape of the knob. So your hand is going to come over the top, and then this part is going to stick out the back. And because it has that lip right there, it kind of gives you something to pull on. So I'm interested in testing that out to see if it has an effect on shot power and handling. I was thinking with poke checks for the defense, it would really help you get a good grip on that stick. So that one should be interesting. The last ones that I have here are the Sniper skins. These can be customized as well as far as color goes, and you can also get text or logo put on there. I have the How To Hockey logo. So kind of cool to customize. The interesting thing about these is the material. So they're not rubber, it's more like a plastic material, a bit thinner. Probably hard to rip or tear, especially if it's on the grip. And how they go on is you slide it over the top and then you pour hot water on it and it shrinks and perfectly wraps. So it gets a really nice tight wrap on there. How you customize it is with these little bits and pieces. So you can put these rings along the top and create feels, so like something that goes in between your fingers as you grip the stick. So I think that was kind of a neat idea on how to do it. So these ones will be interesting to test as well. There's a brief look at the products I'm going to be reviewing over the next week, so tune in for more details throughout the week on all of these products. Now I'm going to talk about what's wrong with hockey tape. Why don't we just use hockey tape? Well, let's talk about that. So what's wrong with using hockey tape? Honestly, nothing really. Do you have to buy a grip? Nah, you can get away with using hockey tape. People have used hockey tape for years, since it was invented as hockey tape. And I mean, I used it for 20 years. I didn't really have any problems with it, but there weren't really other options available to me. It was just hockey tape and that's it. So now these new products have come out and I've tried them and I kind of like some of them. So I wouldn't really call them problems with tape, but maybe issues. And the first one, probably the biggest, is this right here. This is my hockey glove, and we got that little hole right there, and we got this big hole right there, and we got this hole right there. So it only happens on the top hand where the hockey tape is, because this friction of the tape, it rubs and rubs and rubs on the leather and it eats right through it. So that will happen to your hockey gloves. I got some more gloves here. This is the Verberos, and it's got a little bit of wear right there. I only use these for shooting in the garage and some coaching. And then these are the old Winwells I used to use in my old videos, and they got the grip right there. And I only use these for coaching and shooting videos as well. So no matter what, you're gonna get that extra wear. So apparently, products like the butt ends and the Torch and the Sniper skin, the Russian grip, these guys don't eat at your gloves as much as the tape does, or apparently at all, according to some of them. So if you want your mitts to last a little bit longer, maybe look into the grips. If you don't mind the extra air holes, well then maybe hockey tape's for you. What other advantage do you have using a grip over tape? Well, you've got feel and functionality. For a rubbery grip like this, it has a nice texture to it, nice feel. You don't get that stickiness. Sometimes when you do a fresh tape job with tape, the glue kind of leaks through it and you get your hand kind of sticking to that knob. With this, you're not going to get that. I find it's a better overall grip, and you're not going to drop your stick as well. My brother really noticed that. He tends to drop his stick. I don't know why, but he said with the butt ends, he had a really good grip on his stick. So extra feel, extra grip, maybe more maneuverability, and then you have the functionality. With something like this Torch, it gives you a new way to sort of leverage your stick and possibly more power. So those are a few options that we're going to look at when we do the reviews. And the last issue, which I mean isn't really one for me, but could be for some people, is just the aesthetics of your stick. Some people want a grip that's going to match your team colors, and maybe you can't get the tape in this color, or maybe the tape just really stinks when it's in this color. I find white tape is nice, but then you get all this black kind of gunky junk on there. Some people don't like that. I really don't mind. Other people will retape their stick over and over and over. I leave my grip as it is. If the stick lasts me 3 years, the grip lasts me 3 years. But I see some guys throwing that extra grip tape stuff on there. So just a few other reasons that you may want to try out a grip. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Over the week, I'm going to be dropping reviews on each of these products. I'm going to talk about weight, the price, the installation, and of course, the feel. So tune in if you're interested in any of these grips and learn more about hockey tape alternatives. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.